What's up, WWE Champions Universe? It's Rusty and Lee from Champions Chat. I assure you he is here, as indicated by his profile photo right above my video. Can you guys see Lee loud and clear there?
I lost a lot of weight and got really into a goth phase.
This is as metal as you've ever wanted to be, right? So
I'll have to find a picture. I'll send it to you if you want to put it on screen. It's pretty gross.
We're looking at Dirty Dom, Dominik Mysterio. He's an A-tier defensive striker. Probably my favorite character on WWE TV, not named Cody Rhodes. That's how much I have an affinity for Dom right now. As we look at Dominik's training ability tonight for Entourage purposes, he does. He's a trainer. Blast gems do 100% more damage. Green moves start with 2 more MP. So that's kind of interesting that we would have a green and blast. Works great with Bull Nakano. Not sure who else. Lee, is there anybody besides Bull that stands out to you?
I'm sure there will be. I mean, green and blast, maybe powerhouse Cody Rhodes, but you've got a better, you've already got the trainer set you need for him. Right. I don't know. I'd have to think off the top of my head, because usually red and blast is the combo to go to. But
well, looking at his entourage and his moveset here, this is not. This is not in my comfort zone, so to speak, because we're using some things tonight that I actually don't have on my personal roster. So we're getting the best look we can give the community, and assuming that they potentially have Raphael. I would think there's a higher level of them having Raphael maybe than Mod Taker. But Mod Taker does something unique that no other. It's really hard to simulate, but his power gems add 50% more damage on each attack, and black moves start with 2 more MP. That's a really, really valuable ability that we'll try to see whether or not that's essential. But we have Mello. I think Mello is growing in availability across the community. He doesn't feel as rare as he used to be. Raphael, so he's loading 4 purple and black MP for us. Raphael's giving us 200% to our power gems on each attack. And then we have Santa Hogan giving us the MP that we're going to need because this is actually kind of a high move to charge, because it's a 6th load with no MP boost, meaning MP fill, right? So we're gonna actually have to create gems to get going here, which is a little bit more of a risk, but we get rewarded in the fact that we've got a reversal here. So if our opponent feels MP to charge any of their moves, we're gonna deal 11 million damage, and we're gonna make 28 multi-gems on the board, strength of 4, and steal the turn. So it feels like I can justify having to choose to do that. And currently we've got 100% gem strap on him. We're going to see if we can do this without the plate first. And if we can't, we'll add the plate.
You can do it without the plate, because you're going to be able to throw down the black move, then charge, throw down the black move again, and
nice.
then finish.
Well, Lee, it's important to note we do not have the moment leveled. So if anyone is out there watching, like, why didn't get that moment? They're using all this rare stuff. That's not like them. No, it's here. But it's unlocked. But look, receive 1%. Just do 1% more damage. So I think we're okay on the moment. It's unleveled. So if that 1%,
power gems are doing 3% more, I'm out. That's too way
right. Now, here's what I like about Dominik is that this Dominik's a striker, but he's got a hardcore move that's going to help us. See, it's already glowing. It's going to help us against Trickster Rock over here. Now, we are starting loaded, but only because it's 99 MP, right? Would my black move have already been loaded, Lee?
Your black wouldn't have, but you're going to get it loaded. You're fine. So throw down the power gems, then put down the... Oh, you have to throw down the power gems first.
Well, that's what I was asking. Would the black move have been loaded had I not?
Oh, the first one would be yes, because it's 6 MP.
Okay. Well, let's just do
So if you're
this.
using mellow, yes.
All right. Let me go here and just restart. Quit. We'll restart it. I thought for some reason I thought I had to choose to get it loaded post 99. So
No,
sorry about that.
no, it's a 6 MP. You're good. So you use the other black move, yes, but not the
See,
first one.
that's right, because Mellow gives us 4, Santa gives us 1, and the level gives us 1. The one the level gives us is the one I. It's been a long week at Disney, folks, so my brain is mouser-sized right now. So we're going to go back into battle. We're going to get it right this time. We're going to throw down our 3 rows of power gems. I'm assuming the bottom 3 rows, Lee, are the safest.
I usually, yeah. Especially because you're going to be making gems afterwards. And then you can either do, a 5 and 3 or just do like a 6, but don't match them. So do like 3 on the left and 3 on the right, but not in the middle so they don't connect.
Like that. 3 and 3. 2 columns. Wait. Did I? Did I only? I only created 5 gems, and I tried to make 2 columns of 3.
Yeah, you gotta connect one. That's okay.
Guys, this brain is so. Let's just see. The Rock's at 54 million health. I'm gonna go 3 amigos. I'm gonna lay down these purples here, and let's see what what we can get out of it. Because of the hardcore move, I think we can sneak out a win. Yeah, because of the hardcore move, we got the win over the silver opponent. We're on my content account tonight, so we're not able to show him gold. But we're gonna try that again.
Yeah, because you knocked him out. Still.
Yeah. Yeah, and he was at 54. Was he at 54 million health? That doesn't feel right for a silver opponent.
I don't know, but I mean, you could, like I said, you could go up against Zombie Sammy and still do it, because then we have a true measuring stick. But I mean, he did.
Yeah, let's do that.
He was averaging 100 and something last week when we were testing this out.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
He does good.
All right.
Phenom Gaming, it's mellow for black and purple. Ministry of Darkness Taker if you got him. If not, Molly Holly works as well. And then you've got Raphael and Santa Hogan.
Okay. So I'm going to throw down my bottom 3 rows of power.
Yep.
Then I'm going to
I would just do them horizontal. You've got the black gems on either side of that. Just don't do the middle one. Just do the entire top row except for the middle.
And just leave out the 5th?
Yeah, just leave the middle one off, because you're getting 6 that way, so it'll charge you. And you don't make a wild card gem or as much chance of casting.
Boom. So I really like, this is what I really like so far. This is my first gameplay with Dom, is obviously. What I really like is that it doesn't dictate that I have to make the bottom 3 rows. Some of the recent superstars, like it automatically chooses where you'll use that. But for Dom, I get to choose. So that means I get to make 6 rows into power gems. Notice Sammy's health is down to 35 million before I hit the finisher. Now that I hit it, power gems go off. Now this is without a plate.
Or moment.
He's at about 4 million health. So that did about 50 million damage at 6-star silver. Okay. So I'm at silver. It's important to note that 50 million damage at 6-star silver, that's 100 million damage at gold without a moment and without a plate. Well,
it's not quite. The power gems don't scale quite the same to go that way, but
they don't double.
It's still, it doesn't quite double. Jabroni said since the first two moves are 6 MP, you could use Kofi since you're using Santa. So if you want to swap over to Kofi
I would
Angelo,
feel a lot better about that, especially because I think Mod Taker is going to lower his readiness score in a place that I would think we could have avoided the deduction, which I'd like to avoid the readiness deduction if possible.
yeah, yeah.
So you're
So you can do
saying
that.
I'll get 4, 5, 6 from the level. Yes, this is how I would run him.
Yeah.
I like that a lot. I like this a lot. I'm more comfortable with this. We'll hit it one more time. No plate, no moment. Let's see if we can get. So again, we're going against a 6 gold opponent. We're at 6 silver. That's important to note as we look at our damage for the power rating. I don't want us to get that wrong. Bing,
Yeah.
bing.
And he can hit harder with Juggernaut Gem build and stuff like that, but it's not as accessible.
Yeah, this is the bargain buy, I think. Okay, so I'm going to hit 1 here. Is this bad if I put 1 on the left column and 1 on the top row?
I mean, it just depends on what the rest of the board looks like, but I mean, I think that's fine as long as you're not going to risk Cascade as much.
No Cascade. All right.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's Cascade proof, but that felt pretty good that I didn't have to make 5 consecutive.
Yeah.
Okay, so Sammy was at like 56 million, I think, at the start of this match, maybe 60 million. Now he's down to 32. We're going to hit the finisher. Lee, would it be more advantageous if I put these down here to make more purples connect to it?
It's up to you. You want to try and erase as few power gems as possible. So the way we've got it set up, that top row is
all right.
Yeah,
We'll do top
you're
row.
indexing on the power gems first.
Okay, well he's at 0 health now, so that's.
Bug Homie said we can't see the health. You have to shrink down a little bit.
I'm sorry, guys. Okay,
but that was the first hit was 25. That was 30, not counting any additional move damage. And again, this is silver, so it's not going to dramatically go up at gold, but it will be over 60 million. Plus, if you have the moment, it's 100% on the whatchamacallit damage and the power gems. So you're easily over 60 million with this.
Okay, so some people will have his plate. They can do more. I'm gonna show. Just want to show the damage so we have a record of it, like on the video. I've reduced the size for everyone to see it as well, and I'm just gonna run through it quick. Lee, when you guys were testing out the Dom with the plate, what kind of results were you getting last week?
Let me look here real quick. I can pull that video up. Oh, well, except for I'm getting ads on my own YouTube channel.
Monetization.
Okay,
so everyone's tracking the damage now, but that's important that they can see it for the integrity of this video.
Yep, for the integrity of the universe. Okay, so same build right here, but with the Juggernaut. So Sammy has 63 million health. So that tells you what you need to know right there, because if you've drained his health turn 1, you've done over 60 million even with the setup you've got now.
Right.
And the second hit was with the plate and everything was 45 million. So he hit about 70 million with the moment, with the plate at gold. With this
loadout?
With this basic loadout. I think it was actually with the mod taker on there instead. So this would actually amp it up just a little bit.
Yeah, I think this is stronger because I didn't get his health all the way to 0 with Taker. So I think I like this better. All right. Yeah, well, let's power rate him, friends. I'm going to put this on screen. And I'm going to have to move some window size here real quick.
I'll get the poll for readiness ready. since we know we're gonna be there shortly.
How was Bull Nakano last week? Was she powerful? Was she somebody we'd want to use?
Surprisingly good, yeah. With I'd say a pretty accessible setup and a couple tricks. We were hitting huge damage, like really
Nice.
good damage.
Okay.
So she got a well. Let me go onto our power rating sheet. I know you're on there too, or will be on there, but I can show the other one. Or I mean, I can look at it while you're doing that.
Okay, there we go. Live.
So Bull, we gave a 19. She got a 5 on power, 4 on speed, 4 on readiness, 3 on versatility, 3 on entourage. So if she would have gotten stronger on entourage and all that, she would have been in the 20s.
Easy. Okay. All right, cool. Well, that's
better than I thought.
Yeah, for sure, especially for the free tier B tier. I like that. All right, Lee, here we go.
Oh.
I've got Dominik Mysterio, Dirty Dom, Modern Era Striker, in-game rarity A tier. So, for his damage, this top row, we used to call it power. Now we're calling it damage. To get a 5 in damage, which would be our version of a S plus tier levels of damage, is we do an equal to 100% or more of the current meta's top end damage by gem or move. We're currently tracking that at around 60 million, not around, at 60 million. Dominic, was he above or below 60 million, Lee, with that iteration?
Easily above. Yeah,
easily
even
above.
Six Silver was hitting above 60 million.
So we're not going to filibuster here at all. We're going to give him that score of 5. That's not one we vote on because it's just subjective. I mean, it's objective. Does he or does he not? Now we look at his speed and we say at least to get the vote of a 5 or score of a 5, at least 2 of the following are true. The MP charge is equal to or less than 6 MP. Check. He was 6 MP, except for that 7, I think, finisher, right? Moves recycle flawlessly and or animations are quick, resulting in a win in under 45 seconds in feud. Based on what you saw, Lee, was that objectively a 5, or do we need to go down to 4 where at least 2 of the following criteria to MP charges 7 or less, moves recycle flawlessly, animations very quick, resulting in a win under 60 seconds in feud?
I mean, the 2 moves are 6 MP, and that loads the other. So we've always said not all the moves immediately have to be 6 MP if one charges the other, whether it's through gems or whether it's through... Now, you are touching the gem board, so that slows things down a little bit. And the 3 Amigos animation is a little bit slower, because it is 3
separate suplexes.
Yeah, so from that standpoint, I could see an argument for either a 4 or a 5, but I mean he did it quick. I mean, as long as you have good board management on there, I think you can win a feud match in 45 seconds, no problem with this setup.
I think because you have to choose, and yes, the 3 Amigos move, I would be frustrated in boss battle if I was waiting on that to resolve.
Yeah.
I think it's actually a 4. I really do think it's a 4.
That's fair. And anytime we have a question, we always go to the lower to be most fair. So,
what does the chat say? Do we want to put that to a vote or just allow them to voice their thoughts and feelings or not?
The chat said, "Can we get a new rating category for the majestic mustache of Dom?"
Oh yeah, right.
And the chat is saying 4. There's several.
Yeah,
people who've put 4
I think so too. Because choosing 6 gems and the triple suplex, that's just time. That takes time.
Yeah.
And these are smart. These guys are with us every week. They know what a power rating looks like. All right. Well, let's go to readiness. So a score of 5 in readiness means the character needs 0 to 1 special things. That would be the plate, gear, moment, etc. to make them work well. I want to make a note. Our moment was unleveled. We did not use a plate. and we removed Mod Taker from the entourage and replaced him with Kofi. So our final entourage was Kofi, Mello, Raphael, and Santa Hogan. No moment, no plate. Lee, launch our readiness poll when you're ready.
I'm ready already. It's ready.
Lee, what say you about the readiness of Dominick?
Oh, I don't think he needs much rare at all, which is beautiful. Raphael would probably for sure be a rare thing for most people.
Yeah.
So realistically, if you give him a 5, you're saying that Mello is no longer rare. If you give him a 4, you're saying that Mello is still rare because Raphael is rare. You know, that's not a common.
Yeah.
He's not common enough across the community.
I don't have Raphael on my roster, so I mean, like, I can see absolutely a case for saying 4. Now, is Mello rare for free to play? Absolutely. Yeah, I don't think they have him.
The median of the community,
Yeah.
Bring down the whales, bring up the beginners, and somewhere in that middle section is where non-rare to rare is. So
I see. One vote separates the score between 5 and 4. We Lee, did you vote in this poll? I did, and I did not. I feel bad. Would you cast a vote? I won't say what my vote was, but would you cast a vote?
Could I? Are you asking me to? Or, I mean, I would say Mello is still pretty rare for a lot of the community, so I probably would put it at 4. But then again, I'm out of touch with that.
I would change my vote. I voted 5, and as we talked, I felt like a lush, and in actuality, I think the score should be 4. Like, I think Mello is rare. I think Baby Ice is right. I think Slim Numbers, and I'm a middle section player. I don't have Mello. So, and yes, I don't like being the one that blew the vote. And so I'm going to, you voted 4. I'm changing my vote to 4. And I think I would rather the community be pleasantly surprised with Dominick than for us to inflate his numbers and them to be disappointed with Dominick, right?
Yeah.
Well, let's go on to verse. We're giving him a 4 there, and I'm okay with that. He's A tier, and yeah. So, and we always do. It's a tie, and the tie goes to the lower vote. I love that, Jabroni. If we remove Rusty's vote altogether, it's a tie. Tie goes to the lower vote. So, how about versatility? Versatility to receive a score of 5 in versatility. You're saying this character is competitively usable in feud, boss, and showdown. Character has special gym or types, gym types that help with boss and extreme rules. And we should probably add Gymania to that as well, but it's kind of understood, right? If we give him a score of 4, we're saying, no, I only want to take him into 2 of the following, maybe feud or boss or showdown. Character still has that special gym type that's going to help me in Gymania extreme rules. If we vote a 3, we're saying character is competitively usable in 1. Maybe a feuder, maybe a boss specialist or a showdown specialist. And could be right on the professor's bargain basement as a boss blaster. And if we say we're voting for 2, we're saying, hey, not strong in any competitive format. But if it's a CSS, I can figure out, I'll watch a 3-minute moveset and I'll figure out how to make it work. And I'll adjust my talent level and my blitz. If I vote 1, I'm saying, why did the devs waste their time rolling out this character? Because obviously they should have spent more. They're asleep at the wheel, right? Because we don't want to use them for anything. Time for a revamp. Yes. All right, Lee's going to have our lightning poll. I'm not going to vote this time because that felt really bad, but we need the 51 of you in the chat with us to do that. All right, versatility poll is live. Lee, how versatile do you think Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap is?
I would definitely take him into feud and will, except for this is a female weekend, so I can't. I would definitely say that when power gems are at play with the boss, that this would be a great. I mean, you can make the entire board power gems pretty much, and if you get his moment, that adds to that. Plus, he's got Juggernaut gems and all that, so he's got all the special gem types. Showdown is always the question mark, but 6 MP is a pretty good starting point to charge. So I could see an argument for a 4 or a 5 for him. I think he's really pretty versatile overall.
He has a link. We didn't talk about it, but let's check it real quick.
Dom and Liv link.
Yeah, Dom and Liv. Start any color moves start with 4 more MP, but the odds that you'll have a co-ed showdown are lower, I think. But that's a really, really strong link.
Well, the chat came back pretty predominantly with a 4, which I think is fair.
Okay.
I think an argument could be made for, boss. I think an argument can be made for showdown, but I don't think anybody's going to say like, oh, he is the character to use in those modes.
I agree. As someone who loves boss battle, I would give Dom a 3 on this. Like if I would have voted, I probably would have voted 3. And I would say, yeah, he's a feuder, but he doesn't do enough to, I think, bring down a boss on his own. Without Liv in the showdown, he has no advantage, and he could be a sleeper. I mean, that's literally the definition of our 3 score. So I think they voted very graciously.
Generously.
Yeah, I think that's a generous 4. I could have seen a case for 3. Now, the Juggernaut stuff, I don't know if that's something totally different that he's going to pull down a boss on his own. Maybe. Juggernauts have to really be boosted, though.
Yeah.
Let's see here. So now my favorite category, and I think what makes our power ratings a little unique as why a character that's an A tier might have an evergreen value is if they have a strong entourage ability. And for a score of 5, we're saying this is an essential trainer or coaching ability. It adds something you don't want to go into battle without. Great example would be like Wildcat Liv last month, or the zombie multi-gem abilities. For a score of 4, widely used trainer coaching ability helps the character it's being used on to reach their full potential. 3 would be a niche trainer or coaching ability, may not be used much, but very valuable when needed. Score of 2, trainer coach offers something if you're missing other trainers or coaches that do the job better. So at this point, I think Memrock might be fading down into the 2 because he's really good, but once you get, Leonardo or some of the zombies that are doing the 60%, even your Lex Luger for the MP might give you a little bit more than Memrock would. So yeah, or Matt Hardy would be a great one, right, to put probably there as well.
But he's a coach, but yeah.
And then entourage ability, would just say outdated, not useful at all. If it's a score of a 1, most likely we're going why do we need to create 1 extra green gem or whatever it is, So
I need 10% defense against yellow moves.
Yeah, exactly. Or 40% against purple moves, like the stunning Steve.
So what's his entourage ability before I click it?
So Dominick is going to give us blast gems do 100% more damage as a trainer, and green moves start with 2 more MP. So 2 green MP, blast 100%. I'll even leave it here on screen as we vote. And
live.
All right. Yeah, I don't like the old Otis does purple in blast, Bull does green in blast. I'm just having a hard time thinking, who that really goes on. And it may be on somebody we've not seen yet. or
Yeah,
somebody. I'm
there's
not.
Bull, but beyond her, Powerhouse Legend Anvil, Jabroni says. That's a good shout. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. So I think this is a clear one of the categories. Just makes a ton of sense to me as I look at it right here. I would say, yeah, we'll see how the vote. You let me know how the vote comes out. I'm not gonna vote.
Well, we're almost there. We're getting really close. It's a 4.
Oh, a 4.
Yeah, it was one vote separating, but it's a 4.
So to me, this is a niche, right? It's very valuable when needed. Um, we named, I think, 2 superstars. It's going to go on. I don't think it's going to be widely used, right? Beyond Bull and Neidhart. Yeah,
It's one vote separating 4 and a 3, but
I didn't
you've already
vote.
played that card.
I would have
I
voted.
didn't either, but
Does anybody? Can anybody make a strong case for 4? How it's going to be a widely used trainer?
8 people should be able to.
Because for me, that is may not be used much, but very valuable when needed. That sentence to me says it all. I think Bob helped craft that, and our buddy BDC. The wording they used was so good. Is anybody out there fighting for 4? Saying it's a firm 4.
Because somebody says, "Hey, I entered the wrong thing." Hold on.
Yeah,
let's do
a revote.
Quick revote. So everybody get to your guns on this, and it's only 4 or 3. Those are the only options.
The only 2 options, 4 or 3. Usually when we do a revote, it's super clear.
Yeah, that's why. I mean, I don't like to do them all the time, but they're useful. Revotes are the 3 of. We don't use them a lot, but when we do, they're very useful.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I gotta reload. Something's going a little strange here with my Twitch chat. I can't see it. I'm having to reload it.
Baby Ice Super Stacy does have blast gems, yes, and she does have a green move. So there's a third one, but still, out of 600 characters, if we've taken this long to get to 3, that is a challenge.
I was trying to reload so I could cast a vote, but now it's not loading. I was going to vote 3, but I don't think I'm going to be able to.
Well, that's good. So it came back 3. I mean, literally dominantly 3. So
I think that's right. I mean,
I think the community got it right. Yeah.
So that would give us a grand total score of 5, 9, 13, 17, 20. 20 out of 25.
That's perfect for him, yeah.
I think so. Especially because we can pump him up. We can add stuff to him. We can make him better, I think, than Final Boss Rock. Let's see if that's true or not, though. We can go over here to our power rating sheet, and we can see where he would fall as a 20.
That would put him tied with Relentless KO, Endless Nightmare Cody,
Muda
as DX Army. Well, Muda before the re-rating, the 6 silver Muda.
Solo Sokoa.
Batista Bomb puts him tied with Batista Bomb. So that's a fair shake right there.
Yeah, 2 points ahead of Final Boss Rock as well, and that, for sure.
Zombie Dom's also a 20. So.
Yeah, I think we got it right here. Dominick's going to be fun to use.
Very fun.
I don't think he's going to disappoint you, but I also don't think you're going to love a quick feud win with him the way you would Ramblin' Rabbit or Zombie Bailey. So I would put him below Rabbit, and your score did put him below Rabbit tonight, which is great. Yeah, there's no way he's better than any of these. Um, would you? Yeah, this is fun. It's fun to compare. Did we get it right? Because you look. So let's look at all the strikers and say, well, is he better than Hall of Fame Ron? No way. Is he better than
No.
Jey Uso, OTC? No way. Is he better than Zombie Sammy? I don't think so. Is he better than in Rabbit? Nah. Is he better than Batista? He's probably right there, neck and neck with him. Is he better than Bret Hart? Yeah. Yeah. So that's where I think it's easy to dial it in when you start kind of looking at this chart and say, yeah, he belongs right here. He belongs right here. All right. Well, I think that's it for Dirty Dom. We I felt kind of exhaustive. So, Lee, any final thoughts on Dominic?
I think he's really fun to play with. I've enjoyed him, and I think that he's the character I think that I will use beyond this MLC for sure.
Nice. All right. Well, join us each and every Friday night on the Champions main Twitch account as we power rate all of the latest and greatest superstars. You can enter the chat and let your voice be heard and your vote shine forth. We'll see you next time, friends.
I don't know.